It's no secret that I love a good Varmilo keyboard.
Have you ever been robo-slapped before?
But my ever so favorite Maya Pro started taking a back seat just for the fact of it being a 65% layout. But I just recently picked up the Varmilo Manilo. My gosh, that rolls off the tongue great, but in the 75% format. And I did also cover the 65% of this keyboard as well. And as great as it was, again, I just can't use 65% anymore. I absolutely love the 75% layout because you still get your arrow keys, your function row, and a few shortcuts. But if this 100% Techne approved black, white, and red theme here is not your style, they do offer multiple colorways. Now, as far as in your box, you get your keyboard, your detachable USB-C cable, a quick little cheat sheet guide, a couple replacement keycaps, and then your keycap and switch puller, which my Varmilo logo fell off. That's right, our keyboard's hot swap. I'll show you here in a minute. But first, a quick word from our sponsor, being Corsair and their new HS80 Max wireless gaming headset. If you want to find out more information on the Corsair HS80 Max, take a look at the links right down in the description. Now let's get to some of the juicy stuff here. I want to pop some of these keycaps off and show you some of the goodies inside here. So let's pop these off, and as you see in the switches I chose are the Cherry MX Black with clear tops. This is my first time using them, and my gosh, they are butter smooth, even for a cherry switch. This is my first time using the clear tops here, but wow, they are absolutely phenomenal. But other than the switches, I want you to look just straight here from our spacebar. Look, you got the little dampening foam from the case or the plate down into the PCB. But there's one other really cool thing I want to show you before we get into that sound test is the internals of this keyboard. So we're going keycaps down into our polycarb plate, into some dampening foam, to our PCB, into more dampening foam, and then down into the case. I mean, this thing is put together so nice. And right along with all that, this keyboard's gasket mounted. And as many of you may know, I am not a fan of gasket mounted keyboards. I don't like that flex right there, but that's only for gaming. And I've honestly been using my Manilo on my work computer, not my gaming computer. And as far as the gasket mount, it's not as soft and bouncy as many of the other ones I've used before. Over here, it's a little bit firmer. Down here on the space bar, I would say you got a little bit more bounce. You can probably see a little give there. But again, if you ever wanted to try a gasket mount, this is definitely a really nice one because again, it's not too bouncy. You still got that firmness, but still that softness. It's a really nice in-between ground. Keycaps are double shot ABS and they are super smooth. They got a slight grain in it way down there, but they're definitely smoother than anything. They feel really nice. Now our case is plastic and I want to show you. You see you got your outer case here and then you got that little lip that's poking up there. Hopefully you can see it in the camera. This one is black. The other colorways have that in a different color from the case as well. Now flipping the keyboard over, as you see, you got these nice rubber feet down there, 2 levels of pop out feet, rubber on the bottom there, and the smaller foot has got this whole rubber foot on it there. Hopefully you can see that. So again, it's not going to be budging around on you. Looking on the back, you see you got your USB-C port, which is going to fit any custom cable because it's just recessed in just a pinch. And you're seeing this little black bit back here. I believe that is for the wireless version because you can get this in Bluetooth and 2.4. That comes with the dongle. I just got the wired version because I usually keep my keyboards plugged in anyways. And then you got this little Varmilo logo up front, which actually lights up. But even though this keyboard's all plastic, it has some good weight to it and it feels very premium. So first off, I'm going to give you a sound test with a desk mat laid down, and what better desk mat to use for this test here, right? And then I'll also give you a sound test with it just on the wooden table. Now my microphone is roughly right about 1.5 feet away from the keyboard, just to give you that realistic sound impression with you sitting at a desk. It sounds so good and it feels even better. Now again, the Manilo comes in multiple variants, not even just the colorway, but like I mentioned earlier, it comes in a wireless version, and you can also get it with a white LED or an RGB option. In the previous Manilo 65%, I covered in the RGB version, and it looked pretty good. Like you just saw that underglow of RGB, which was pretty nice, but I went with the white version here because again, I don't really use much RGB, but honestly, you don't see the white as vibrant as the RGB one. Let me go on and kill the lights. Again, I'm going to plug the keyboard in the back here with my custom key or my custom cable, and as you see, it fits perfectly fine. Let me go on and turn off some lights over here. Here we go. Well, I still got one light on, but anyways, you can see the lights are just underneath it. Like even with that light off, if I come over here into the dark, you can barely see it. And it's all controlled over here by your arrows, function up or function down. So right there, bam, and again, you barely see it. And that's probably my one complaint is like, for example, when I hit cap locks, I can't tell, right? You can see it light up down there, but if it's just sitting here on your desk, you cannot tell. I kind of wish there was an indicator, but again, I usually keep my RGB off, function X over there, and still, when you hit the cap locks, again, it's not gonna come on back there. Oh, and I almost forgot to show you. Check out how the Varmilo logo lights up on the front. So cool. So that might be a mild complaint, maybe nitpicky, I don't know. Me personally, when I buy a keyboard like this that has the aesthetics on the outside, I don't really care about the lights or RGB. I want my keyboard to look how it looks on the outside, that clean, crisp, professional look. And that's what you get right here. Now, even better than everything I just talked about is the price of this keyboard. You can get this one starting at 120 bucks. Again, if you want the RGB or wireless, the price increases, I think up to like 135. So still a fair price. In the budget class, I don't know, maybe a pinch above it, but when you talk about everything it's packing, the quality and everything, I think that 120 bucks is phenomenal for this keyboard. But I want to hear from you all down in the comments. Does this keyboard make you all as giddy as it does me? Coming from someone that's not so savvy or really into the keyboard space, seeing something with this quality and fair offering price right out of the gate is just awesome, and it puts such a big smile on my face. And I hope this video put a smile on your face as well, and I hope I was able to help you out one way or another. If I was, please hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.